Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Yes, I am the guy from the internet. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope hope you guys are basking in the afterglow of the past week. I am doing a little bit of prep work, cleaning off some jars, and I owed you guys a couple of videos as to, that right there is acetone. Goodness gracious. Do this in a well ventilated area. That is Darren's tip on what to do. Goodness gracious. And not be like me. Let's put the lid on this thing. Anyway, so this video, a lot of people had asked me, what were we going to do about the property that we were talking about? I'm going to tell you, it's an interesting story. This is just alcohol, 91%, and tell you. Interesting story about that, how sometimes providence, faith steps in when you let it. And I will preface everything by saying, I am a terrible person. Every bad thing you hear about me is true. I am here by grace. So I am, again, a terrible person, but the grace thing pops in. You guys know what I'm talking about. Holy cow! So we invited. I did the video of the property. Talked with the owner several times. He came up with a number, which was a little high, but might have been something we could have worked with. And so we had a couple of people, or a few people, 4 to be exact, over Sunday afternoon between church. And we made lasagna. And it was really good. Didn't make a video. I was just so busy. But as luck would have it, he was an electrician. And he also did construction stuff, as well. Small, 1-2 person business. And so we got to talking. And he says, tell me about this place that you're looking at. And I told him about it. He says, that's just up the road, isn't it? I said, well, yes, actually it is. And he said, I lived across the street from that for 3 years. Until I sold that house. He said, did they tell you about the sinkhole that cracked the foundation? And I said, no, they did not tell me about the sinkhole that had cracked the foundation. I could see the cracks in the foundation. He says, yep. He said, big sinkhole. They came in under the edge and they backfilled it. And put a lot of fill and concrete, scrap, stuff like that into it. And then they had the back of the house separated, the brick separated from the concrete cinder block, and had fallen. And he said, and they repaired that as well. I said, I saw where it had been repaired. I said, and it was a good repair. I said, he said, yeah. He said, yeah, they did a good job. But the fact is, all they did was really patch it. And I said, wow. And he said, that home, when I lived across the street, exchanged hands 3 times in about 3 months. And I said, wow. He said, yep, one company bought it to try to flip it, and then another. And they put the sign up and did something, and then another company bought it and he said it flipped quite a bit. And this was before really had a bunch of stuff on the courthouse retrieval system, so I couldn't really look that part up. I could only look up like 3 or 4 years. And he said, I would be careful with that one. And I said, thank you very much for all that information. And he is a quasi-prepper as well. He gave me all these jars. He said he came downstairs, he and his wife came downstairs. Shauna was showing them and the other couple something in the Christmas section. We have a Christmas section. And he said, wow. He said, I like this. I said, well, thank you. And he said, I have a bunch of jars if you would like them. He said, they need cleaning up. He said, I ripped the labels off most of them. And, but he said, some of them are honest to goodness mason jars, and some of them are pizza sauce jars, which I like these. These right here, the ragu jars. And he says, I have 10 cases of these. If you would like them, you're welcome to have them, because they're just taking up space, and I don't have the room for them. And I said, you came to the right place, mister. Phew, wee. And so there we go. How about that? From that one lunch with that guy, I was able to find out all of the information on that property, as well as got a whole bunch of jars out of it. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to fill up 4 or 5 of these jars, half of them with beans, half of them with rice, give them to him, you know, just to say thank you. But it looks to be that we are going to stay, well, we're not going to get that house, just because of the cost to repair the foundation. And he says, you don't have to fix it. He says, you can, you know, you could level it up. And he said, he said, all they did was just fill it in with concrete stuff. So he said, odds are it's probably going to do it again. And I said, well, thank you very much. And he gave me numbers of people to contact that knew about the property as well. So how about that? From that one lunch, I was able to gather all that information, as well as got me a whole bunch of jars to, mind you, I got to get the glue off of them. I already ran them through the dishwasher once. So it's going to be acetone or gasoline, and then run them back through the dishwasher. How about that? So, so more than likely, we are going to be staying right here for the foreseeable future. And then we will see, you know, what plays out, what happens, and just kind of go from there. My concern is all the health problems that I had recently. I'll do another separate video on that. I want to get in my last house, and I want to be in it while I'm in good health, so I can do any repairs that I need to. So that was just a lot of stuff, but that again will be a whole different video. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Again, keep prepping, keep planning, keep setting things aside, guys. This is just a reprieve that we have, and this is by no means a reason to quit planning, setting aside, studying, learning. Keep doing the good things. Take care of you people.